We are in Lambeth Palace Library, which is right in the centre of London, across from the Palace of Westminster. And if you take the curve of the road around, then you get to the Palace of Lambeth. And this new building holds what is effectively the archive of the Church of England, which was started as the Archbishop's Library, and they gave it as a gift to the nation. If you come here, you will see the portal, which is Morton's Tower, built in 1590, in a brick very similar to this. And that was one of our cues, that we would use a brick that could last 5 or 6 centuries too. And
another reason for using facing brick, it contributes along with the concrete walls to the thermal mass of the building and gives stability in this passive archive. We settled after a lot of research on the Ibstock Swanage brick, and we went down to Dorset to see them being made, and we've got 1 or 2 bricks in our office that have our initials on them. One thing that's beautiful about handmade clay is the buildings that they appear in are twice made. They're made by somebody who throws it into a mould, so it's made once, and then it comes here and onto a building site, and it's made again by the bricklayer. So it's a double process. It's a very rich process. And it is handmade, for sure, you can say that. One of the techie kids in the office developed a computer program that let us mix the reds and the oranges and the burnt headers. So the spread of the burnt headers, as you'll see, I hope, when you come to see the building, is very even.
With archives, you don't have very many windows. You actually want this very highly sealed mass. There was a lot of anxiety amongst some of the people involved in the project that the building was going to be very blank. But actually, because of the mix of bricks and because of the different bonds and the way that it's been designed, it does have a lot of visual interest.
It's a tripartite composition, this building. It's got a heavy rusticated base. It's got a middle bit with various patterns, chevron bricks, recessed cruciform shapes, which are very symbolic obviously, but allowable because we're used Flemish bond, and that helps articulate the middle areas of the building. And then at the top you've got this temple that crowns the central tower. We were blessed with a great main contractor in Knights, Harwood, and their manager himself was a brickie to trade, which is always a good sign. They suggested to us we should work with Grange wood, beautiful brickwork, and that convinced us that these were the right subcontractors for this project.
One of the nice things about it is the richness in the bricks mean that when you get the shadows and the light bouncing off the pond outside across the brickwork, that you get that lovely combination that you see in the work of Alvar Aalto, for example.
For me, it does feel as if it's been here a long time, almost before we were here, which kind of fits in with one of our theories that we're just archaeologists and we're dusting away the sand to reveal an object. And I think that's what we've done here. This was meant to be here, it feels comfortable. And I think it feels very much like the client, it's the church and the palace together. We think this works well for them and they seem to be happy.